One more time for Nick. You stop. You all stopped wooing really early. Wow, one more time. Nick Alexander. This is the appropriate time to woo. Heather McDonald is on her way, huh? Comes on the show, right? Right now you got me. Yeah, you didn't woo long enough. This is it. This is how weird. Look at this, huh? Look at how weird I am. Yeah, this is what happens when cute turns 30. Alright, cute with age doesn't become hot, it just cycles back to awkward. Here's your end result, begging for a laugh. Look at me. A lot of people think I'm a drug addict because I'm skinny and I shake a lot and I do a shitload of drugs. I find that extremely offensive. All right, I'm not a drug addict. I'm not a drug addict at all. I'm just an impulse shopper that lights drive through the ghetto. Thank you, people. Or wait 5 miles that way. Thank you, people now. All right. I dressed up. I look good. I feel good. You don't have to say it. I know. I went to the Salvation Army. You guys fans of the Salvation Army? Yeah. You don't look like it. You look like those uppity Goodwill people. With all your matching buttons and your shoes for places and your fancy checking accounts. No one's impressed. Salvation Army in my house, I kid you not, has 50% off Red Tag Wednesdays. And damned if I don't wait for it, right? And I know to get up early. I know it's Wednesday. And I gotta be the first in line to get that half-eaten candle. Thank you. You're not supposed to eat a candle. To the Dream Gig, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. A couple weeks back. Been going there for many years. First time I went to Myrtle Beach, I could not find the comedy club. Called the manager, said, where you all located? And I think he was messing with me. He goes, it's easy, man. We're right by the wings. You're coming. Oh, you mean the wings? Or the wings besides the wings? Or the wings that's across the street from the wings? Or the wings above the wings? Or the wings that's inside the wings? We don't know when to stop. I would like, thank you. There's a lot of wings in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You know, I would like to be a fly on the wall with the first guy who's going to open the wings to see what his sales pitch was. Like, here's the idea behind the wings. We're going to have a store, and it's going to sell useless shit. But here's the catch. Useless shit is going to have rebel flags on it. We're going to sell useless, racist shit. And for no reason at all, we're going to sell hermit crabs. And if you've ever owned a hermit crab that lived outside of Myrtle Beach city limit, you deserve a prize, all right? The hermit crab is the only species in the world whose natural habitat is a neon gift shop. You keep that thing alive and you deserve a puppy. We'll talk later about a baby, all right? Baby steps. Saw the guy the other day. He was driving a Mazda Miata. He had a rainbow sticker on it. And I yelled to the guy, I was like, hey man, you already drive a Mazda Miata. The rainbow sticker wasn't necessary. That's like saying it twice. He had a good comeback though. He was like, dude, are you walking your cat? Whatever. I was. I know, having a cat is like having a rainbow sticker you have to feed every day, right? It's pretty freaking gay. I tell you, it was gayer. Have you ever misjudged a revolving door and jumped in the same triangle with another guy? You spend the next 4 seconds apologizing profusely while you're spooning this jackass? Yeah, it's getting better. All right. Feel good. He says from Charlotte, that's a lie. I live in Charlotte now. I actually grew up between 2 smaller South Carolina towns, Stool and Sample. I grew up in a town a couple hours south of here, a little small town called Sumter, South Carolina. Yeah, a lot of people haven't heard of it. Fun fact, a little fun trivia about my hometown, Sumter. Sumter is home of the nation's largest drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. I find that really cool when we recover. I think that's neat, right? But all that stuff's anonymous. They're not allowed to call it a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. They have to disguise it and call it an Air Force base. That's my best joke. I'm sorry for you people. Show's gonna take a nosedive. All right. We've been talking about my great-grandma. True story. Great-grandma, she got a little bit older. Her eyeball, it just fell out of her socket. That is funny, thank you. Been with it all the time, and I appreciate you for it. My great-grandma, her eyeball fell out. We got her a glass eye, because that's what you do. And somebody stole her glass eye from her nursing home. And at first I thought, what would somebody want with my great-grandma's glass eye? And I thought, man, there's probably some kid driving around upstate New York with the coolest gear shift knob in his town. But she had a little blank spot there where her eyeball was supposed to be. So you know what I put there? A golf ball. That's right. And I wheeled her down to the driving range and threatened to sue. Look what you did to my Nana. We'll cash in on this one. Friday first show. You guys are all right. I stopped drinking, doing drugs, and all the other things that made it funny. Before I stopped drinking, I started drinking O'Doul's. You guys party down with O'Doul's? Thank you, man. That's why I was when they spilling her wine to laugh at the O'Doul's joke. How, huh? I already know I've ever seen it. Yes, that's a 12-ounce lie. The O'Doul's, right? Drinking O'Doul's is a lot like eating a box of Cracker Jacks that doesn't have a toy in it. You know what I mean? You get down to the bottom, you're like, yeah, I'm full, but I'm not happy. Where did the laughs go? Kind of like now. All right. Like they say, there's certain signs you know you're an alcoholic. You black out regularly. You have multiple DUIs. I was an alcoholic. I cried after an episode of King of the Hill. Explain that to a room full of your friends. Bobby rips a hole in his top hat, and suddenly Clint has something in his eye. All right, thank you, sir. All right. Or ma'am, I can't tell. Lights are bright right now. Pot smokers, ready pot people? Let's do this. Just raise your hand. This joke is pretty old. I've never seen this. Should I? You're half committed to what you want to say, ma'am, and I'm half committed to talking to you too. Okay, she obviously smokes pot. Okay, that's one. Where are the other pot smokers that are clap like they normally do at a comedy show? Okay, there's pockets of you, and that's not right. I've done the numbers. Pot smokers, I love you, but you don't belong at a comedy club. You all can just entertain yourselves at home. Right there with grilled cheese and a sit and spin. Pot smokers, you're the reason why I spent 23 minutes on hold every time I call Domino's, all right? Trying to get them to stuff your crust with cupcake icing. Do real drugs, that's my message. Out of all the drugs in the world you can choose to do, why that one? Make you blurt out something stupid like, damn, I should have been a ninja. Thank you. This side of the room, awesome. Thank you. We'll get to you guys. When both not climbing the pot jokes once you graduated in mushrooms, that'd be a bad idea. Come to the comedy club on mushrooms, you're going, yeah, those comedians weren't really funny, but that salt shaker was talking some shit. I was in eastern rural Tennessee in July. I was in Johnson City, Tennessee. I don't know the hierarchy. I know that we have the Dollar General, we have the Family Dollar, and we got the Dollar Tree. And I don't know the hierarchy. I know the Dollar Tree is absolutely at the bottom. Because you know, no expectation, you know, everything, it's all a buck. Everything you go in, no surprises at the Dollar Tree. Everything's a dollar. It's great. So I was there, Johnson City, Tennessee, in the Dollar Tree, doing my grocery shopping. The cashier had the nerve to ask me if I wanted to donate to the less fortunate. Who is less fortunate? And are they dead? Ma'am, I'm trying to divide 2 cupcakes into 3 meals. You think I got money for the less fortunate? And she goes, no, no, no. All the proceeds go to benefit the Tennessee educational system. You don't want the Dollar Tree anywhere near your educational system, all right? You don't want those 2 worlds to mesh. You don't want them to collide. Unless it's some sort of weird Scared Straight program where they march the 4th graders down to that same Dollar Tree in Johnson City, Tennessee, they point up at that same cashier and they say, hey, look at that miserable bitch right there. Does that look fun? Huh? Huh? No? Do your fractions. I cracked you open now. Comedy's tough, you know, I made it look easy. If I had to do over, I would not be a comedian, you know what I mean? I would be an Asian guy. And not any Asian guy, I would be that Asian guy that the grocery stores hire to stand behind the sushi to make it look legitimate. He just stands there. He's making the sushi nice guy. What a sweet game. He stands there and he's making that face. I know that face. It's judgment. And I know what's going on in his head. He's going, yeah, I gotta restock the toothpicks and I'm out of this bitch. And we both know you're gonna pick the California roll. That is the starter sushi, you white trash piece of shit. He says it with his eyes. As far as I can tell. I'm worried now, I was a little insensitive. Sushi jokes don't really, that works, and then I get mad when the drug stuff doesn't work with the sushi. I understand. It creates a divide. You're either, you got drugs or sushi, you don't have money for both. I get it. Any veteran beer drinkers? You've been drinking beer for a long time, let me hear you. Let's see some silver in the audience, there you go. Anybody in this room remember Schaefer beer? By round of applause. Remember Schaefer beer? Absolutely. You're too young for that. Okay. Schaefer beer. Back in the 70s, had one of the best slogans in the world. Its slogan was, it's the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Hell yeah. And I think more beers today should have a slogan like that, right? Like Milwaukee's best. It's the one beer to have when you're about to teach the wifey a lesson. Cold 45. It's the one. Oh wait, I'm white. All right. See, people are afraid to laugh at that joke. They think it's a racist joke. First of all, I'm not a racist. I'm too small. I'm not a bigot. I'm not hateful. I didn't even write that last joke. Okay, I bought it off another comedian. Yeah, he wanted 50, but I Jewed him down. Oh, but anti-Semitism is fine. People are fickle. My friends are all my age, they're college age, you know what I'm saying? They're 34, college age. They all got these wives' tales they believe on how to sober up. At the end of the night, they tell me all the time, eat a piece of bread, drink a glass of milk, stand on your head, you'll sober right up. So it sobered me up for good, talking to a girl all night and finding out that she's a dude. Yeah, nothing will sober you up quicker than finding out that Nikki with an I is actually Nikki with a penis. And I'm Clint, not with a C, but with a horrible drinking problem. Plus, I found out if you put the L and the I together, it makes a U. Thank you, 9th grade. Thank you. And it's right ID cards. Assholes. I don't know. A lot of depressing stuff. A lot of great stuff in the news, right? Good stuff in the news. My home state, South Carolina, we tore down our Nazi flag. Okay. Well, now I know the crowd. Shit, I'm scared. No, I got rid of all that stuff. There's a lot of controversial stuff, a lot of good stuff in the news, a lot of bad stuff. I don't really want to touch on it, too controversial. There's one news story, we can't avoid it. You've all seen it. It was on Dr. Phil, where I get my news. A woman sold her baby for $15,000. Anybody watch that episode? A woman sold her baby for $15,000. And they kept flashing pictures of the kid. This kid happened to be exceptionally cute, right? So I'm screaming at the television, hey, this is so wrong. This is so wrong. That baby is clearly $34,000. I don't think you understand the business opportunity I'm offering. We can pool our money together and we can flip this baby. In a show we'll call Flip This Baby. With your host, me. It's my intellectual property. It's my brainchild, no pun intended. Okay. You guys are on board over here. I got some sales. Got some negotiations in the works. I watch all that daytime TV, all that trashy stuff. After all these years, my comic friends, they keep up with what's current, that Colbert. I don't watch this stuff. Still, after all these years, my favorite thing to watch on TV, hands down, is the Maury Povich paternity test results. Everyone watch that, right? I get why you didn't cheer for the flag. Okay, now. No, it's the same episode every time, and I don't care. I love it. Every time that girl comes on, she goes, I'm 1,000% sure that man's the father of my baby. And the guy comes on, he goes, I'm 1,000% sure I'm not the father of that baby. And I'm watching, hopefully I'm 92% sure these people have never studied percentages, all right? By the way, he is not the father. Sherry's been on the show 29 times. She's testing the 33rd man to find out who the father of her baby is. Doesn't matter, that bitch needs a bath, all right? And someone sanitize her seats. We have conjoined twins coming in. Saying the show's gonna be so messed up in the head. If I ever had a kid, that beautiful moment when they had the infant of the father, I go, yeah, you're cute and everything, but I need a hair sample. I'm from South Carolina, your mom's from North Carolina. How the hell did you end up Korean? Something's a mess. Nah, probably can't be with me. I gotta say, you were pretty quick on that one, whoever that was. Well, you shut the asshole on yourself down quick. That was nice. A lot of times I take it. We're at the comedy show. Yeah, I can't hear it. Nice. You have the Bluetooth. Maybe you can do a business deal. Going off script. This is what happens when the phone rings. Is there a baby in here too? If anybody cries, can we not do that? My friends are all having kids. I don't know if you ever noticed. It's always the worst parents. I want to tell you how great being a parent is. Because, oh, you got no idea till you hold that baby in your arms. I'm going, are you going to sell me your daughter's Adderall? Of course. Or do I have to hear more of this nonsense, right? And they better not be the blue ones. I'm paying $6, all right? It's a long drive to Korea. My best friend's 3-year-old daughter recently made fun of my acne. This is what she said to me, and I quote, she said, you have boobies on your face. And I had to correct her. I said, no, honey, they are pimples. And ironically, that is what keeps me from having boobies on my face. Casey, your 3-year-old daughter hurt my feelings. Discipline that child, that's where it gets a little dicey. I wanted to see, I don't know if I want to tell you, I wanted to see a political candidate speak in my hometown of Sumter. I don't want to isolate, okay, it was Bernie Sanders. I wanted to see him just speak on enemy territory, and I didn't go because I didn't have the gas money. But also because when they take a little tour of little tiny little crappy towns like Sumter, what they do is they take a microphone and they pass it along to everybody and let every local jerk ask his own question. It's always somebody, my neighbor, that redirects his issue to something that only affects him. He's like, yeah. Hey, my neighbor Ricky, he got killed by a fallen tree limb. And I was just wondering if you become president, what are you going to do about them fallen tree limbs? Nobody has an answer for that. Nobody, except Donald Trump. Just like murder the trees. I'll murder the trees, turn the trees into paper, turn that paper into money, use that money to build a wall to protect us from other trees. Next question. Better not be a female. I don't handle that very well. Look at that political commentary, huh? I probably shouldn't have done that. I look young, it's the other problem. I look young, like I got carded up for water. Looking young has its benefits, so I can still go into the women's restroom and pretend like I'm looking for my mom. I'll tell you what's awkward is when she's in it. That's why we did not frequent the same bars. And I had to go to rehab 4 times. No one's counting. All right, I used to smoke crack with a guy named Jeff. Jeff lived in a shed. A lot of you look up here going, haha, comedy, nobody lives in a shed. But no, Jeff really lived in that shed. And I know, because I fell in hard times, I had to move in with him. So we're 2 crackheads in a shed. And we're blaming the outside world. I can't catch a break, man. It must be the economy. And then Obama. Am I painting this picture correctly? Not only am I living in a shed, I'm living in a shed with a roommate. And a lot of you have a darker past than you're willing to admit, and you might be out on a double date with the neighbors. And you can't really let on how much you get what I'm talking about. She can. That's cool. I love that. I love these meetup groups. They just come out and they're like, yeah, I'm joking, whatever. It's in my past. I love you guys. No, but maybe some of you out here sitting in the dark, maybe you have. Maybe you've experimented with the wrong vitamins. And you've been up all night. You heard the birds chirp. You see the sun come up, right? That's a terrible, guilty feeling. I'll tell you what makes that feeling even worse is when your landlord comes in for the weed eater. Thank you. Because we were living in a shed. and we were smoking crack. That is a big part of it. I kind of let that one out. Yeah. You guys drinking tonight? You're going to be drinking. Tomorrow you're going to be hungover. Saturday, right? Thought about this the other day. I thought we should take those 2 hangover pills we're making. We should put them in the same box with the same bottle as the morning after pill, shouldn't we? Aren't they right along the same lines? This girl's had a hard night. Why make her walk to the other side of Rite Aid? When we can just consolidate everything into a nice little drunken whore care package. Right up the middle. All right. Add yogurt and make a sorority smoothie. You know what I'm saying? Be creative. You know who I found hates that joke the most? Drunken whores. And a lot of people in Florida. Found that out last week. Melbourne. A lot of comics sell CDs after the show, and I don't. I sell vinyl records. I got Linda Ronstadt, the Marshall Tucker Band. You check the box. My dad just passed away. Thank you. He's not dead, all right? That makes you feel better. My dad's not dead. But he does have a nasty cold, and I like to plan ahead. He actually has a bad neck. I had to move back in with him, and I ran out of money. That's what comedy's done for me. I got on TV for a few minutes. You remember me? Yep. All right. Got on TV, and then I moved back in with my parents for a few years. People want to know the age when they stop making a big deal about their big birthday celebration, and I'll tell you, turn 29 at your parents' house. And do like I did. Have the balls to ask why you didn't get a gift, all right? So probably get the same response I did. Like, well, son, honey, your father and I, we aren't miracle workers. Maybe next year I'll find a way to gift wrap free rent and all the food you eat. But until then, you professional burden. Stop doing our drugs. I got that one a lot. Dude, my dad's a pot smoker. It's interesting. I try to argue with the guy. I'll tell you, you're almost 60 years old. Why do you still smoke pot every day? And he's like, look. He trumps my argument by going, look what I did with the rock garden. Maybe I start getting pot smokers. Okay. All right, thanks. Explain it after the show. Do I do sell something? Not with this attitude, but normally I sell stuff. It's a t-shirt, right? I sell a shirt after the show. And it's no problem if you don't buy it. I just won't eat. See, it's whatever. It's a cat with a leash. Cat on a leash. It says, are you walking your cat? I don't know if you remember, about 23 minutes ago I did a joke. About walking a goddamn cat. Now, that's gonna hold on to one thing, but they're for sale. I'll give you the friend price, it's like $50. Negotiations start. I saw an interview with the original bass player from Marilyn Manson. You guys remember him? He's a rock and roll man from the 90s. In the interview, the bass player was going on and on about how the band fired him, about how Marilyn Manson fired him for doing drugs. And for somebody like me who's done more drugs than most, I'm almost in awe, man. Like, how many drugs do you have to do before Marilyn Manson is like, professionalism, Gerald, or whatever his name was. But he was making a huge deal because Marilyn Manson fired him on Christmas Eve. Making this big deal because Manson fired him on Christmas Eve. We're going, yeah, I guess it wasn't really Christian-like of Marilyn Manson to fire you the day before the holiest of all. What do you expect? I'd be like Casey Anthony on Mother's Day. You know, what, no card? I was going through, to get to Myrtle Beach, I was driving through one of those little towns. You have to drive through a town to get to another town, that's how it works. I got behind this really rusty Plymouth K car, really beat up car, and he had bumper stickers, this guy, because he had opinions, apparently. And one of them read, this is exactly what one of them actually said. It said, "My cousin is a Marine." All right. How do you respond to that? What's appropriate? My cousin is a pediatric nurse. Who cares? So I sped my car up next to him. And I flagged him down. I said, "You, sir, have a very brave extended family. Your mother's sister must be very proud. Or your father's brother. Your bumper sticker should have been more specific. Or less specific. Why am I in your driveway?" Get out of here. You guys are going to have a lot of fun with Heather. Not yet. Alright. I think God teases us. We can all agree, right? He knows I can't afford a motorcycle. Or afford to get the insurance, or I don't know, learn how to ride one. But I look so damn good in a helmet. And do you know how ridiculous I look sitting in traffic out there on Interstate 277 in my modest Honda Accord with a sleek racing helmet on? And I can't tell if people are laughing at me or the fact that my fire decal is crooked, right? Because we've all seen these guys. They're 55 years old, and they're riding back from Daytona Beach, they're riding back from Sturgis, their gray hair's blowing in the wind, they're looking wicked cool, right? And the really cool ones always have that leathery thing on the back of their bike, you know what I'm saying? Their wife. No wonder why that guy's always scowling. I'd be mad too if I'd have banged that beat up piece of horse tack. With her pulled pork titties and her flaky salmon skin. I could keep comparing someone to an entree at Outback, but I gotta go. You guys were fun. Thank you all.